Whoa! This cannot be. Did you just come out of the collector's lair? Unbelievable!
Well, we barely made it out of there. But yes, I'm alive. I'm exhausted.
This is truly amazing. I must say, I've only seen a few brave dragons in my life to take that path. Those who made it out alive, they all said they would never do it again. But you, my friend, you came out with a bang! The whole place was shaking. I thought we were done for. I'm Voltraz. What do they call you? My brave, weirdly colored friend?
I'm Glyde. It really wasn't supposed to be this way. I got a bit overconfident and...
So confident, in fact, that you have forgotten about your tale. One chalice went down, and the collector noticed us.
Come on, Wing. It was just one thing. I didn't expect this monster to get that angry.
You have to remember, Glyde. If you are killed, so am I. And I did start to like this form.
I know. I'm sorry. Hey, is that a big dragon fruit tree? Maybe we could rest here.
Oh yes, the collector isn't the one to mess with. Be glad you are alive, and that it hasn't followed you here. You do seem tired. Feel free to rest under our tree whenever you like. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
I haven't noticed anything weird happening with the dragon fruit trees. I'm glad they're fine after what happened. This one also seems fine.
Indeed, it is something I also have been wondering about. Traces of magic remain infused in crystals or certain objects, but not this much. Those trees, there's something else. I don't really know why. Maybe what nature dragons are saying is not a legend after all.
Do you mean the whole Lysindria's roots story?
Yes. How else would those trees retain their healing magic, if not linked directly to a powerful primordial?
Dragons in Viridia believe that Lysindria's very roots connect all the trees. That could also explain how they can thrive in even harshest conditions.
I've never believed such stories, but now, maybe this is the proof. There is no other explanation. Those trees are crucial to our survival. They grow fruits rapidly, and their aura restores our strength. If not for them, I don't know how long we would last.
You don't have to tell me. I love dragon fruits. I'm glad they're still here.
I admit, I would have expected a Tyrion to come up with some invention to save us from all this, but we haven't heard anything about him for a long time. Well, anyway, like I mentioned before, feel free to rest under our tree whenever you like. It will heal your wounds and make sure you are ready for the journey ahead.
Thanks. I will definitely help myself to some dragon fruits.
Anything else?
So, about the passage. Not sure if you'd ever need it, but it kinda collapsed.
Don't worry, I would never ever step in there. I like my life, and I'm not a fool. In fact, it makes me feel even safer. Knowing that the collector won't be able to get me. I'm sure you've had your reasons to pass through there, though. I admire your bravery. Glad you are all in one piece, and you didn't become a part of its collection.
Part of the collection?
Well, the rumor is that the collector doesn't only hoard treasure. Among all the gold, crystals, and trinkets is also crafts effigies from the bones of its victims.
I've never heard this one before. I definitely wouldn't want to become one of those.
Yes, yes. Well, it's a rumor, as I've said. Might be a local one, or maybe it is true. I would never know. I've never been there.
Now that I think about it, I might have spotted some dragon bones lying around.
I haven't seen any. Hey, stop that, Wing. You're just messing with me now.
Let's not dwell on this too much. You are here all in one piece. The collector is in its lair, and that is all that matters. We are safe.
Thanks for that. Now I'm going to have nightmares. I'll better go and hide under that tree for a bit.
Anything else?
So, this area, is it safe?
We've been stuck here for months. It almost feels like a new home at this point. One exit blocked off by the collector's lair, another by this force field. They're good at keeping things out. And keeping things in, it seems.
Can't you just turn them off?
Well, those big crystals, they react to magic. And our magic is gone. Even if there is a bit left in our bodies, it seems it's not strong enough. Can't even weaponize it.
I suppose no one really planned for the magic to just go away like that.
I'm not surprised. Why would we ever think about it if nothing like this has ever happened before? We were born with magic. There was no way to lose it.
It certainly has something to do with the corruption. Do you remember when you lost your magic?
Indeed. It was not long after the explosion happened. This purple bolt was flying towards me. I tried to hide behind a rock. The thing just phased through and hit me. Then, after I woke up, I wanted to fly out of here, but I just feel so heavy. My wings can't lift me up. Of course, my spark is gone.
Interesting. Same symptoms here. Minus the element part. It seems to have changed something in me. I can't fly anymore, but I can feel the elements. I never was able to in the past.
Ah, so you are elementless. That would explain those weird scales.
We don't really know much more though, like how exactly Glyde was affected. But we think the fact that he was different before did play the part.
Hopefully it's nothing bad. For now, as long as I'm able to, I will help whoever I can.
Spoken like a true selfless hero. I do have a good feeling about you, Glyde. Please, rest up and stay safe on your journey. Anything else?
Thanks for welcoming us, Voltraz.
Feel free to check out those big crystals when you can. Maybe you could turn that force field off somehow. May Tyrion's spark never fade.
Ha! Newcomer! Finally, a new face. It's so good to finally speak to someone that's not Voltraz.
I'm glad I could bring some variety to your life. Do you guys not like each other?
I'm just pulling your tail. Me and Voltraz are best buds. I'm Zarios. It's good to meet you, Glyde. And yes, I did hear your name when you were talking over there. It was hard not to hear that conversation.
I guess it's normal for Voltraz to be this excited. Anyway, you know what's up with those big crystals?
Well, to put it simply, they are big magical switches that activate crystals further down. Once all three are active, the big crystal in the middle will come up and the force field should disappear. In theory. But of course, the only problem we have is that we have no magic to activate them.
Interesting. Maybe I can try and figure it out.
Of course. Be my guest. Try all you like. We have only been stuck here for months with no luck. Even if you somehow manage to activate one, there will still be 2 more left. Good luck with that.
Thanks. I like my odds in this challenge.
Even if you manage to take this force field down, maybe it will be smarter to just stay here. I must admit, this place isn't that bad. There is no corruption here. The undead aren't bothering us much. But then we have Voltraz.
This is a bit awkward.
Hey, I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. Is there anything we can help you with?
Oh, hello. I'm Kaya. Nice to meet you. You might actually be just the help I need. Tell me, do you know how to dive underwater?
I dive from time to time. Why?
Well, a few days ago, Zarios and Voltraz were messing around with each other, and they accidentally pushed a chest off the ledge right into this pond. The problem is they're both lightning dragons. They hate water, and they refuse to go near the pond. And since I'm the only water dragon around here, I was tasked with retrieving the chest.
The chest seems to still be underwater. What is stopping you from retrieving it?
I tried to convince myself to get in there, but I'm unable to swim.
Huh? What do you mean you can't swim? You're a water dragon. You don't have to worry about breathing underwater or anything.
It's not that I can't swim. I'm just scared of being underwater. It was tough enough before the whole disaster happened, but now with my magic gone, I'm worried I will suddenly drown.
I see. So what do you want me to do? Just dive down and bring the whole chest out?
In the chest, we stored some of our crystals. I doubt they will be of any use to us anyway. If you can hold your breath long enough, dive down and open the chest, you can keep the crystals.
That doesn't sound too hard. Are you sure you don't want to return the crystals to the others?
No, really, it's fine. I just don't want them to go to waste and rot forever at the bottom of this pond. You are free to have them.
All right. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Let's get diving, Wing.
Hey, Glyde, I will tell you a secret. Water dragons often hide things underwater. If you come across any ponds, lakes, or rivers, it might be worth checking if they hold any treasure.
Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
What a design. Now, how do I open this thing?
Hey, what's going on here? He looks a bit suspicious.
He does look like a sly character.
Oh, hey pal. You wouldn't happen to know a nature dragon from around here, would you?
No, not really. We just arrived here. Why?
Well, that's no good. You see, I need to open this lock, but whoever designed this thing did a really good job. The pressure plate requires the power of nature to disengage the lock. Not even Benji can hack it. Benji is my spirit, and I'm Quper, thief extraordinaire.
Glyde and Wing. Good to meet you.
Likewise. Benji's got a good plan to bust into the vault. He's kind of the brains of the operation. You interested in liberating some loot?
So who are you exactly? Why are you trying to break into this vault?
Well, I am something of a master thief. Things like guards and locks don't tend to slow me down, until now. While yes, the loot in that chest is rather shiny, I'm more interested in cracking the safe than what's inside, if you get my meaning.
So if not the treasure, are you trying to break in just for satisfaction?
Given the current state of our world, whatever is in that vault probably wouldn't be very useful to me anyway. So yes, I'm more after the lock itself than the treasure. I gotta get into this vault to prove that no lock can stand against me. But since we all have lost our magic here, I may have met my match.
So you need magic to get through, right? Maybe I could figure something out.
Well, unless you've got some nature magic under your wings, I doubt we're getting in. But sure, give it a go. In fact, I might have the perfect plan. What else do you need to know, pal?
What's the plan?
I like your confidence. How about you join our crew for this job?
I'm listening.
I'll stand here and protect the vault, so no one gets in before us, while you go find something, or someone, who can activate this pressure plate. Once we open the vault, you get the loot that's inside, and I get the satisfaction of defeating this lock. How does that sound?
Phew. I was expecting something worse for some reason. This might be fun.
I'm in. Let's do this.
One more thing. If this works, maybe, just maybe, you can tag along for a real heist. I've got my eyes on the secret archives of Icegard. Imagine that. You and me, back to back. Doesn't that sound fun?
Maybe let's focus on opening this vault first.
Glyde is right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet.
I tell you, Glyde, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing those archives.
I'm sure it will. Anyway, gotta go.
What else do you need to know, pal?
This isn't your first vault, is it? What else have you done in the past?
Benji and I have pulled a heist in every region.
You seem to be pretty good at this. Have you never been caught?
Few times. Terra Domain was probably the worst, but I always managed to find my way out. Sly as a raccoon, you could say. I'm aiming for the old archives in Icegard next. Stories say there's an invaluable ancient relic there, and it's well guarded.
Scholars in Icegard do have their secrets. Why do you need this relic?
I'm wondering the same.
I have a whole vault filled with trophies. I'd rather give away the loot to someone in need. And you look like someone who needs it. The honor, the challenge, and the fun comes from breaking in.
I see. So you don't intend to steal the relic. You just want to enter the vault unnoticed?
Unusual for a thief to break in just to see something.
I'm not just a thief. I'm a thief extraordinaire.
Well, I wish you good luck on your quest. Maybe one day we'll meet each other in Icegard then.
What else do you need to know, pal?
Catch you later, Cooper.
Watch your tail out there. Benji calculated a 13% chance that you'd be successful on the job, but I had a feeling you'd pull it off. maybe we will bring you on for our next job in Ice Guard.
Whew. This took a while. I didn't expect to be chasing some massive dragon fruits, but it did work out.
Indeed it did. And now, the treasure is yours. Thanks for your help, partner. Watch your tail out there.
Oh my, what a peculiar color you have. No offense intended. It's just I've never seen an orange dragon before. What's your element?
I don't have one, and none taken. I get a lot of questions about my scale color.
What? That's... Well, if that's the case, I would find some armor. I heard rumors of a powerful armor set around here. If you happen to find it, I'd love to take a look. Sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I am Chara, and my silent guardian, seriously, he barely speaks, is Theari. What's your name?
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Glyde and Wing. You look like you still have a question. Ask away.
So what is it you do?
I'm a blacksmith, and I came here to search for new materials. My parents are nobles, and they don't like me being so down and dirty, so to speak.
Stuffy type?
Something like that. But I don't know. I hate being locked away in one location. Whole world out there, you know?
Same, honestly.
Oh? You're a roamer too?
Indeed. I love exploring and meeting new dragons. I don't really belong to one territory, given my appearance. Nobody's ever kicked me out, though.
I'd be surprised if Lysandria banished you from Viridia. Although, Pyrenar? Well, if you don't earn his ire, I doubt he'll care.
It's not on my list to bother him, nope.
He says this, but if there is something shiny, he cannot keep his claws off of it.
Really, Wing? Must you bring that up all the time?
I know a few dragons like that. Be careful is all I'd say. Anything else you wish to talk about?
So, what brings you to this area?
I'm trying to fix my anvil. The core broke after an undead attacked me.
Didn't realize anvils had cores.
Normally they don't. However, it is said that Pyrenar himself blessed the anvil, but I haven't had the honor of meeting him myself.
Wow, a primordial blessing an object. Your ancestors must have really impressed him.
Indeed. It can bring out hidden potential in certain armors. Tail is long though, so I'm afraid I'll have to share it another time.
That's fine. We roam a lot, so we'll probably meet again somewhere else.
I hear you. I'm the same myself.
Another free spirit, huh? I like dragons like that.
Careful. Words like that will woo the right, or wrong, dragon.
I do like danger.
So long as you know what you're diving into.
Sometimes it's fun not knowing. Why'd you take the anvil, though? It's gotta be heavy.
Oh, it's not that heavy. Well, to me. Anyway, with the attacks, I used it to start doing what I could. Repairing armor, so on. parents are not happy, but there's little they can do now. I hope they're okay.
I'm sure your parents are safe. I doubt the undead are smart enough to lay siege to the fire capital.
We can only hope. I wouldn't underestimate this enemy, but maybe you're right. Anything else you wish to talk about?
So, what's your take on this beautiful, non-threatening place we're in?
I'd say this isn't the worst place I've seen, but it's not looking great. Those giant crystals are corrupting the land faster than I've seen in most areas. I have no idea how anyone's supposed to fight them. I'm strong, need to be in order to carry armor and weapons, but I'm nowhere near strong enough to deal with any of that in my current state.
Yeah, it's like they're coming out of nowhere.
Maybe there's a leader nearby? The undead had to come from somewhere, after all.
That's what I'm thinking. They definitely need to be taken out to reverse the damage. Not sure how to do it yet.
Running into the corruption is a surefire way to die or get corrupted yourself. I wouldn't do it.
Somebody has to. I've lived without an element my entire life, so I know how to fight.
I can't stop you, but I wouldn't advise it. If you find that armor I mentioned, then maybe you stand a chance. But even if you're feeling confident, try not to die, okay? I've seen enough of that.
If I die, at least I died trying to save other dragons. I think that's a good way to go.
True as that may be, we're running out of capable dragons. We'll need dragons like you who can fight once we figure out how to deal with the bigger threats. I'm sure there's a way to destroy them from a distance, but...
We won't have the time to make something.
I know. Just be careful, alright?
I will, don't worry. Besides, I got Wing to take care of me.
It is because of me that he has not died yet. He would get lost or trapped somewhere without my advice.
Yes, exactly.
Well, alright then. Again, just be careful. Anything else you wish to talk about?
I think that was it for now, but I might come back.
You're welcome. Stay safe out there.
Be careful. This cave is crawling with undead. Have no mercy for these undead. Have any for us. Luckily, lava and the undead aren't compatible. May Pyrena's flame burn within you.
Oh, I feel terrible. Though, all so much better, thanks to you. Here, have this reward.
Just doing what I can to help. I appreciate your gift. I'm Glyde, by the way.
Hi, Glyde. I'm Enra. I should probably get further up where they can't reach. Our secret camp should be high enough. Not that you'll ever find it, but I'm gonna head there.
A secret camp? That's interesting. Maybe we'll discover it.
Hello again. Glad to see you're still fighting.
Oh, hello. Good to see that you found a safe place.
Well, the undead have tried to come up here, but they can't reach us because of the lava. I think it's safe. I really want to head home.
I really wish this could all just be over soon, so I could also go home. But I have to keep going.
Looks like we're both on the same page. I hope we can both find our ways home eventually. Thank you again. It was great to speak to you again. Be safe out there.
We care for younglings here. This place seems relatively safe. Stay toasty. It's an old fire way of saying good luck. Greetings.
I feel like a piece of soggy moss. Thanks for getting me out of that nightmare. Ugh.
You're welcome. How long have you been trapped by the corruption?
The corruption? That's an app's name, and I couldn't tell you. Honestly, it felt like I'd been here for an eternity.
That doesn't sound good. Head to Broken Tower Outpost. They'll help you. I'm gonna try and free others. Are you able to get there yourself?
Oh, don't worry about me. I feel like I'm born anew. But, yes, I can walk. Here, take this as a reward. Hopefully that'll help you. You know, for getting through a gate. Or get yourself some dragon fruit juice. Your choice, honestly.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alright. Hope to see you around, and good luck. Hey, thank you for saving me earlier. I thought I'd be stuck there forever.
Glad to help. I have a question though. Why are you here instead of an outpost I've sent you to?
Well, the undead were in the way, and here was closer. Plus the tree here. All I have to really complain about is the heat. It's like standing near the sun.
I can't argue with that. If you're up for it, you could tag along with Wing and I to the outpost. It's not too far.
No, I think I'm good here. A little heat should be fine until things cool down. The company isn't that bad either. I am worried about that massive crystal nearby, though. By the way, I never caught your name.
Glyde. And this is my spirit guardian, Wing. What's yours?
Oakrin, and this is Firefly. We're... well, I'm an apprentice cartographer from Avalon. I'd tell you about it if you didn't seem occupied already, but it was nice to have met you, Glyde. May Lysindria have you in her favor.
Well, a map could help at some point, so I will keep that in mind. And thank you, Oakrin. May she keep you in her favor as well.
Halt! Who goes there? Ready your claws. The force field has been breached.
Hey, calm down. I'm friendly. Can't you see that I'm a dragon?
Now that you are closer, it seems you're right. What a peculiar scale color. My apologies. We only had undead come from the Obsidian Cave until now. I'm Ghorgon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. Thanks for not killing us. So why are you here?
This path to the right is the entrance to the nearby Broken Tower outpost. We are guarding it and making sure dragons are aware of it in any case they need a safe place to stay. You should probably rest there as well. Head to the right and past the lake you will find the outpost. Sorry for the earlier. One can't be careful enough.
It's been a while since you have rested, Glyde. It could be worth stopping by.
Don't worry about it. I'm glad you have eyes all around your head. I'll probably head to that outpost you've mentioned. Thanks.
Ah, Glyde! I hope roads treat you well. Remember, you can rest at the Broken Tower outpost whenever you like.
Dragon fruits.
I'm watching you. There is no end to the undead. Now is the time to show true strength. You are strong, but you aren't an Earth Dragon.
Oh, you look like a fit, active dragon. I'm sure you're also a good swimmer, are you not?
Well, I can hold my breath for a bit. I tend to swim every now and then, but I prefer flying.
Well, swimming is almost like flying, except it's underwater. I'm Aquar, by the way, an explorer. I dive in various bodies of water in search of treasure.
I'm Glyde. That must be interesting. Have you found anything in this area?
Funny you should ask. Yes, I did. The problem is, it's all out of my reach. Even in this very lake, there's this weird force field, along with some big crystal that doesn't do anything. In the river nearby, I've seen another crystal, a cave.
An underwater cave. I like the sound of that. Anything else?
I think that's it. Oh, wait. I think I recall something shiny behind one of those waterfalls near the main lake. Aquarius Tier, they call it.
That's more information than I expected. Looks like I've got some diving to do. Thanks.
It's so exciting to finally meet someone who is into diving and isn't a water dragon. Remember, swimming is almost like flying. You can't forget how it's done.
Greetings, stranger. I've heard that there is an underwater passage in a nearby lake. This isn't good. We can't get through this force field.
Oh, a traveler. Welcome to the Broken Tower Outpost. My name is Astaya. Please, make yourself at home.
I'm Glyde, and this is my buddy Wing. Thank you for welcoming us. It's been a while since I've had a nap.
There's plenty of space here. You can nap anywhere you like, for now at least.
I like to nap under the dragon fruit trees. I tend to sleep better when next to one.
Perfect. It just so happens we have one right here. I'm sure others will also love it.
Others? The outpost seems rather empty.
Well, currently, there are only a few of us here. But, as you can see, there is still plenty of space around here. I'm hoping that over time, those who are lost and without a safe place to stay will come here to live and help us create a community.
This is very noble of you. I'm sure we could help guide other dragons here as we travel.
Definitely. It's good to know that there are places like this. There are many dragons who lost their homes and are alone.
We are currently working with other nearby outposts to establish control over this area and retake control of the castle ruins you can see from here. It is hard to do with all of this corruption all around and the undead attacks, but we are managing, somehow. We need more dragons to strengthen our defenses.
I see. We will do what we can to help. If I meet anyone who needs a place to stay, I'll send them here.
It would be very helpful if you did that. We are stronger together, and we need to save every life we can. Until we live, the undead will never own our world. You should get some rest now. Stay safe, and thank you, Glyde.
I will. Thank you, Astaya.
Good to see you again, Glyde. If you find any survivors, make sure to send them here.
Will do.
What was that? Strange experience.
Are you all right?
Yes, oh yes, that was exhilarating, albeit a little frightening. Oh, I presume you want some kind of reward for rescuing me. Here you are! Ha ha! Crystals, plenty of crystals for your adventure. Ha ha ha!
Thanks. There's an outpost nearby, just up in the broken tower past the river.
Ah, thank you very much. I'm Azuren, by the way. What is your name,
Glyde.
A pleasure to meet you, then. I hope to see you in the near future.
What a strange character.
Ah, Glyde! Come, I have something I want to share. Before you pulled me out from that nightmare, I realized something when talking to the others.
And that was...
Oh? The visions! They're all different, so perfectly orchestrated for each one of us. Some might even say perfect, a work of art, and I can't help but admire it. Fear manifests like an element of the primordials, Glyde. But what could its source be?
Well, while you figure that out, I think I'll just make sure the area is clear of undead.
I think I feel their presence near the river below. We shall investigate.
Are you all right?
It would seem so. Who are you?
You can just call me Glyde.
Isarian. Let me give you something for saving me from those nightmares.
Thank you, but you should get to safety. The Broken Tower outpost is not that far.
I know the place. Very well. Hope to see you there. it's you. It seems a bit warm here, does it not? Scenic, but could do with this place being colder.
Well, I don't really think everyone that lives here would like that much.
A little cold didn't hurt anyone. We in Icegard thrive on it.
I guess then it's nice that Icegard is so close.
True, but you would think that Glycerion could have simply whisked some snow down south. It would be fitting of how much we contributed to the wars.
That would be unjust of the Primordial. Some might say an affront to the peace that was made.
A textbook assessment spirit. But for what Viridia and their element did, such a land should have been awarded to others. But to the pacifists go the spoils, I presume.
Hey, nature is what pulled you from the corruption.
I would not be swift to judge them. They have their place as healers. They did their part, and you have your lonely towers. You should fight the foe ahead, and not the friends behind you.
Fair indeed, Spirit. Go on then. I wish to ponder your points. Alone.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I don't think I ever will be. But thank you. I would have ended up dead, or worse if you hadn't stepped in. Excuse my manners. I'm Sunrise. Please take this. That's all I have.
Are you sure? You may need it more than me.
No, I'm okay with parting with this. And besides, I need to rethink my life. I'll probably go to the outpost in that broken tower just to do that. Hi again. Have you seen how the undead react to the purple stuff?
Like how they get bigger, stronger, and uglier?
Yes! They're terrifying when they get in there. It's like once they touch it, they're infused with the corruption even more.
It just means we'll have to try harder to bring them down.
I don't know if that's possible, but I guess if anyone's gonna stand a chance, it's someone like you. Stay safe.
You too. And don't worry, it'll be over before we know it.
The enemy is strong, but we are stronger together. The undead, they are different. How could life be so cruel? Please, stay safe out there.
The undead can't reach us here. We have the high ground. Hello there. The truth is often what we make of it. In my experience, there is no such thing as luck.
Oh, hi there.
Hello. You seem rather...
Positively charged?
Yeah, that.
My name is Sarah. I am a performer. Or was. Though I do try to lighten the mood around the camp like I used to back in Zarios.
Wow, a performer. It's good to meet you, Zare.
Right back at you, friend.
My name's Glyde, and this is Wing.
I see. Glyde.
Something on your mind?
Indeed. I think I've heard about you before, actually.
Oh? I mean, I do go places, and I am sort of on a mission, so to speak.
A mission?
Perhaps it is best not to elaborate too much, Glyde.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the Primordials would want those who are able to help people to do something.
You know what? Sure, I won't pry. You've got flair, something that Sarah likes. Anyway... Got any questions? I can answer questions.
It's been a while since I've had a longer talk with someone from Zarios.
Really? I'm honored then.
You seem rather enthusiastic. Are you just really happy?
A positive outlook on life makes small and big surprises like you showing up that much more engaging. Ecstatic!
And I thought Glyde was the energetic one.
Hey, Zare. Can you do that thing some of you Zappy performers love doing?
Make some sound. That I can.
Wow, that's amazing. You're really good at it.
Oh, you should have seen me before this great crisis. I'm a little low on lightning juice these days, unfortunately, but I'm glad you liked it. Any other subject you would like to talk about?
So, this whole ordeal, I'm guessing it's also really bad in Zarios?
Yep. I was on my way back to my home in Pioran from a tour here in Viridia. Our trek to the border west of Glacier Pass was cut short by the corruption.
What happened?
Well, we were struck, and most of us were knocked unconscious, even our escort. When we woke up, we were more or less surrounded and without our abilities.
That sounds tough. How did you get out of there?
I got away thanks to a lightning bomb that I was armed with.
A bomb? That seems dangerous to keep on you.
It paralyzes non-lightning dragons. I used to have one on me just in case I'd be assaulted. Some fans, I swear. Anyway, I took it, threw it at some of the undead, and ran right past them as it stunned them. Then I yelled at the others to make sure they saw the opening. Some of my comrades who had just woken up made a charge through those stunned undead, and we escaped together. But not all made it out of there. Some were still unconscious or wounded. We got lucky.
I still have trouble accepting just how many got hurt or fell during this catastrophe. Are your comrades around here?
Sadly, no. On our way through Viridia towards Avalan, we were attacked at night as we had made camp. We were forced to split up.
The others here seem nice, but I also hope that you'll be reunited with your friends.
I do talk with the others here. They're happy to have me as company. I can't wait to see my comrades again. I hope they're safe out there.
Me too. I'll tell them where you're at if I come across any of them.
Oh, thank you. Alright, let us not get all negatively charged here. Any other subject you would like to talk about?
What kind of performances do you usually do?
Music and dancing, of course. I'm a little surprised you've never heard of Zer's Fair.
What a quizzical name.
I perform both alone and sometimes with my comrades who would support me.
That sounds exciting. How do you do it?
Like this. It requires a lot of practice, but I use a harmless electronic current to manipulate the frequency. Normally I'd be able to do it louder and for longer, but yeah, it is what it is. I can at least still practice.
That is honestly very interesting. I could see how you would combine that with dancing.
Yep. The only problem currently is that it is too exhausting to also dance.
Aw, I was hoping to see some nice moves. I haven't really had much experience with dancing. But I think I would like to learn one day.
Next time we cross paths, I could teach you some.
One interesting thought. I suggest it is something to indulge in only when there is extra time to rest. We still have much to do. Perhaps when all of this is over, it can be something to pursue.
Whispering with your guardian?
Oh, it's just, Wing has a point. I'd be interested, but maybe in the future. I have much to do.
Of course! There's no stopping the adventuring sort after all. Any other subject you would like to talk about?
I'll be on my way, but I may stop by again sometime. Stay safe.
And positively charged.
Certainly. You two be safe out there. No doubt they will. What an amazing pair.
I don't think I've ever seen you before. Welcome to the Central Outpost. My name is Valgar, and I command this outpost. We don't get to see many new faces nowadays.
Hi, I'm Glyde, and this is my friend Wing. It's been a while since I've seen an Earth Dragon.
You will definitely see more of us in the area. We guard numerous camps and outposts in these dire times. Feel free to come back and rest whenever you want. Anything else I can help you with?
Seems like this place is pretty safe. How long have you been stationed here?
We've been protecting this place almost since the beginning. This is a key location in this area. We act as a middle hub between all other outposts. These ruins have proven to be quite a reliable temporary home. We have good escape routes and plenty of dragon fruits. Undead cannot reach us, and if they somehow manage to get up here, we can easily knock them down.
Being higher up is definitely an advantage. We have not noticed any dragons here when we were walking along the path.
It appears that undead in general have problems with reaching higher places.
That is precisely it. Most of the dragon outposts will be located higher up. There might be a couple exceptions, but generally, the higher the better.
There are more outposts around here? We should probably check on them as well.
Last time I heard from them, they reported as per usual. Multiple smaller attacks repelled successfully. I'm sure they're fine.
That is good to know. I've heard Earth Dragons are good fighters. I wish you all the best.
Anything else?
Anything new about undead? How are things around here?
Well, the situation is complicated. As you have probably seen, They're everywhere. Whenever we manage to defeat some undead, they just keep coming back. There's something about this corruption.
We noticed it too. Sometimes multiple undead can spawn even from the minor corruption. There is no end to them.
Exactly. Sometimes it takes minutes, sometimes hours, and sometimes days. But they do show up again eventually. There's no pattern. However, my friend Grundir, stationed at Safe Haven Outpost in a nearby cave, has discovered something interesting about undead behavior.
I wonder what it could be. Regardless, any information about undead will be useful. It might be worth paying them a visit, Glyde.
About their behavior, you say? We will definitely speak with Grundir about it when we're there.
Anything else?
So, what's the plan? Are you gonna stay here forever?
Of course not. This outpost is temporary. We are planning to eventually retake those big castle ruins you can see from here. It's just... at the moment, we just don't have a way to do it, especially without magic. One of those big, corrupted crystals fell right in the middle of the castle ruins. That place is swarming with undead.
Maybe it is for the better. They don't seem to be able to get out of the castle.
It is a curse and a blessing, I would say. Yes, the walls are keeping them within so they don't overrun us. However, we could use such a big place with massive walls for our community.
Let me investigate the castle. Maybe I could help.
Alone? You must have a death wish! I recommend you stay away from there. If you really want to help, be ready for an offensive when the time comes. Do not make stupid decisions.
Don't worry. I tend to think through 99% of the decisions I make.
Of course you do, Glyde. Of course.
Anything else?
That's everything. Thank you for your help.
You are most welcome. Be sure to stay safe out there. May RioDies guard you with his stone wings.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hello, I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. We're exploring and helping dragons as we travel.
Oh, how so?
Glyde here possesses elemental power, and with it, we seek to improve the world's situation.
I don't know how much it'll help. You can't be everywhere at once.
True, but well, something's better than nothing, right?
I guess. Anyways, I'm Ventry. I found this contraption. It appears to activate wind rings.
Wind rings? What for?
It's a practice course designed by wind dragons staying in the area.
This challenge, what exactly is it?
I wonder about that as well.
Once activated, one has to pass through the rings to reach the goal as fast as possible. Anything goes.
A race challenge? That sounds pretty interesting. There's no catch?
The challenge course only activates for dragons with the elemental power of wind.
Acknowledged.
Something I can, help with?
Are you okay?
No.
You miss the times before all this, don't you?
Yes, though I will be cheering for anyone giving this challenge a try. Because it's not like I could beat it myself right now. But if I was in tip-top condition, I'd set the course record with my eyes closed.
Poor Ventry.
Yes. I hope he'll soon get to soar through those rings again.
Something I can, help with?
Stay safe out there, okay?
I will. Most of these corpses are too slow to catch me anyway. You did it! Well done. I'm quite impressed. It usually takes a long time for other dragons to learn how to race well. But you nailed it already.
Thanks! It was a fun challenge.
It is good with a little entertainment amidst all of this chaos from time to time.
Sure is. Thinking about all these wandering husks all the time. Ugh, it's painful. Anyway, need something else?
Are you just going to stay here? It's not the safest place.
It's not too bad, surprisingly. Plenty of cover behind the pillars, many escape routes. I can also easily glide back to the outpost. I have my tricks. But if nothing comes by, I'll be waiting here till I can race again. The moment my powers return, I'll first blow away the nearest undead, and maybe split them in two. Then I'll practice racing all day and night. And when I've gotten rid of all that rust, I'll find you and show you what a real expert can do.
Whoa! You sure do have interesting plans. I look forward to it.
Ah! Orange monster! What are you? Leave me be! Help!
I would advise you to calm down immediately. We don't want to attract unnecessary attention.
Exactly! You need to calm down. I just saved your life.
Huh? Huh? What? You are a dragon? My apologies. This nightmare has ended so abruptly. I thought you were another monster. I need to refocus my mind.
I'm curious about what you've seen, but we'll discuss this later. We need to get you somewhere safe.
Thank you. I didn't mean to offend. Please, take this for your effort.
Don't worry about it. Thanks. I'll find some use for those crystals.
Ah, my head hurts. Safe, you say? I used to stay at the central outpost before all this. I shall head there. I hope we can talk more when we see each other next.
We'll definitely stop by at some point. I want to know more about your nightmare. Stay safe.
Orange scales. I remember you. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier. My mind wasn't in the right place. I'm Froststar.
I'm Glyde, and this is my buddy Wing. Are you feeling better now?
Physically, much better. It is good to finally be able to take a full, deep breath of fresh air. But mentally, I feel uneasy. My mind used to be sharp and never played tricks on me like that.
Can you tell me, what have you seen when you were corrupted?
Ah, that vision. Well, it's a blur. But I recall being chased by monsters of different colors in a labyrinth of sorts. Red, blue, green. They were big and round with massive mouths. At first, I tried to fight, but I quickly found out that my element was gone. I had to keep running through this maze until I hit a dead end.
What happened then? Is that when Glyde pulled you out?
Yes. I turned around, and one of them came up from around the corner. Then everything suddenly disappeared, and the next thing I saw was this big orange round blur right in my face. I thought I was done for.
Whoops, didn't mean to scare you. Interesting. Well, I'm glad I've managed to get you out of there.
I've never experienced anything like this. I still feel strange. Is this a dream? Is any of this real? What if where I was the real world? My mind is still puzzled.
You've gone through a lot. You should rest now. Get well soon.
Thank you, Glyde. I'm forever in your debt.
The nightmare. It's finally over? Ugh, by the 7. I need to get out of here. Thank you. Please, take this. You deserve it.
Thanks. I'm glad we managed to get to you in time.
I need to get back to the central outpost. I need to report to the commander. Meet me there if you wish to converse later.
Hey, what's your... And she's gone. This corruption really seems to be taking a toll.
Even sentinels can only take so much. Might be worth checking on her later.
You're right. Let's move.
Hello. I was hoping to see you again. I'm sorry I did not introduce myself earlier. I'm Coria.
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. Don't worry, you were quite shaken up. Do you feel better now?
Much better. As a sentinel, I've experienced a lot in my life, but nothing compares to those visions.
What happened? How did you end up there?
I was sent on a routine patrol to survey the spread of large patches of the corruption. Some areas have been completely taken over. There, I've seen something strange. Groups of the undead were gathering in the larger patches, growing and becoming even more fierce. If only I had been at full strength, I would have destroyed them all. When I gathered all the intel, I started heading back here. And then, I don't even know how long I was out. Thank you again for saving me. If it wasn't for you... Anyway, do be careful if you head there again. The place is crawling with the undead.
You're welcome. And don't worry about me. I've got some tricks under my wings.
Wait, are we heading there? I would advise you to really think this through.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Hey, it's all right. You're free from the corruption.
But what about the... Wait, I was corrupted?
Yes, it seems to be drawing whoever it affects into a nightmare of sorts. But fortunately, Glyde was able to pull you out of it.
Glyde, is it? Well, thank you. I'm Henry. Here, take this. This seems to be all I have right now. But do you know where a safe space is?
Yes. Just head to those ruins across the lake and you'll find Central Outpost. They should be able to take care of you from there.
Thank you again. Glyde in spirit. Oh, Glyde! Good to see you're still alive.
Well, a few undead aren't too much to handle.
It seems so. But tell me, is it safe to leave? I have a family farm I need to get back to.
I would not recommend it. We're still not sure of the severity of this threat.
Oh, well, hopefully this ends soon then.
It will. Wing and I will make sure of that.
Haven't seen undead on this ledge so far. I think I will stay around here. Any undead show up, I'm gonna push them right off. May partner guide you.
I'm a lonely Goomba, stuck between two spikes. Well, guess I keep on guarding for the rest of my life.
Hey, a singing sentinel? That's a first.
Well, this whole guarding the camp business can get boring sometimes. I like to sing to keep myself occupied. I'm Goomba. Who are you?
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. I must say, Goombar, you did impress me. Maybe I should try singing too.
I would strongly advise against that, Glyde. The corruption and the undead are already enough trouble as it is.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? When did you...
Well, I'm sure you'd be a great singer. Anyway, I should get back to my important guarding duty. Stay safe out there.
You too.
I'm a lonely Goomba, stuck between two spikes. Well, guess I keep on guarding for the rest of my life.
Have the primordials forgotten about us? Keep on fighting, for all of us. We must stand united. Many are still sick. We have to help them.
Are you all right? You look like you had a nasty fall.
From grace, or do you mean literally? Because I think my windball career is over now.
Windball?
You know, the team sport where we make spheres of air to hit the opposing team. Well, the goal is to make the other team get blown out of the playable airspace. Oh, apologies. My name is Zarios. I am, or was rather, a star player for the sport. I was on my way to my next big game when this nonsense happened.
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. But I think your career isn't over. We just need to fix whatever's happening.
not sure if anyone can. Regardless, take this as a thanks. Right, I am off to find some place safe. I think I may have a concussion. May Ariona guide your... Oh, well, we can't fly anymore, can we? Just another thing.
How's your concussion?
I've had worse, but it doesn't make this feeling of weakness any better. As I suspected, just about everyone here suffers from the same symptoms. Heaviness, like my wings are chained, my claws are planted to the ground, my element mostly gone. I used to be able to topple opponents with my gusts, but now a simple breeze will wipe away most of what I can make. I wonder if speedsters like Vintria are having the same problems too. He was an upcoming star much like myself, but in wind racing rather than windball.
Well, you're alive. That means there's hope to shine once again.
I suppose, but when you have lost the thing that makes you who you are, it's hard to see any future.
There must be something else you're good at.
Nothing I can do here or without my element. I trained myself exclusively with it, and now it's gone. I'm not being defeatist, I'm simply stating a fact.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
With most certainty. I do appreciate your words, but I would rather not be filled with false hope. However, you are more than welcome to go and prove to me that we have a chance. You already have the spirit.
Ugh, my head. Feels like I just had a boulder drop on it.
Do you need dragon fruit? There's a tree somewhere around here.
Think I might. I was looking for one anyway. Saw a bird waddling on the ground shaped like one. Wonder if that's still around here too.
I don't think so. At least, it doesn't sound like any bird I know.
Unfortunate. Suppose I should find that tree, huh? Here, take this too. Not quite sure where this chest came from. Anyway, whatever's in there would probably be more useful to you. Ah, well, my manners. I am Obsidia.
Name's Glyde, and this is Wing. We'll be sure to put him to good use.
Buy yourself something nice. Anyway, I'm going to make my way back to Castle Gate Camp. Stay safe.
Looks like you finally found a place to rest. Your head feeling any better?
Much. Still can't think straight for too long, though.
Don't force yourself. The corruption is a nasty business.
You're telling me. Still haven't found that bird, though. Doubt I will at this rate. Oh well. The memory makes me laugh at least. Seriously, it was very rotund.
It probably flew away if it was any smart. Maybe you'll meet it somewhere else.
I hope so.
Thanks. I need to go. I have to clear out this area.
Whoa, whoa, easy there. You've just got pulled out of the corruption.
It would be wise if you regained your strength first. We might not be able to save you the second time.
Curse those undead. It was going so well. I don't even know when they managed to get me infected with those cursed weapons.
Cursed weapons?
We might have to talk about this later. I need to regain my strength as fast as I can. Then I need to continue with securing the path. Look, take this. You deserve it. Without your help, I probably would never wake up from this nightmare, if at all. I shall return to Castlegate Camp. It's just up the hill. Feel free to stop by if you want to talk more.
Thanks. I'll pay you a visit sometime. Now go and rest up. Dragons in the area will need strong sentinels like you.
Indeed. Many dragons are not trained in melee combat. Without their element, they are at a massive disadvantage. But enough chatter for now. May RioDies guard you with his stone wings.
Hey, it's me again. How you feeling? I don't think we've introduced ourselves before. I'm Glyde, and this is my spirit, Wing.
Ah, it's good to see you again, Glyde. I'm Crucion, and I do feel much better. Those dragon fruits do wonders, I tell you.
You don't have to tell me. Dragon fruits are my favorite. Anyway, when we spoke before, you mentioned something about cursed weapons?
Well, many times I and other sentinels have witnessed perfectly healthy dragons become sick, not long after they've been wounded by the undead. It appears that their weapons are imbued with some foul magic. Once they pierce the scales, the corruption seems to enter the bloodstream, and then the visions take over.
Now to think about it, there aren't many earth dragons that we have found corrupted.
Now that you mention it, earth dragons do have much thicker scales than other types. That could be why.
Most of the smaller undead aren't much of a threat to us. Blades tend to bounce off. Problems start with the ones wielding magic, heavy weapons, or groups where they attack from all the directions.
Is that what happened to you? An ambush?
Indeed. I went to secure the path to the pond where you found me. I was ambushed by a group of undead. You should have seen it. It was going so well. I deflected the initial attack with my wings, charged at the one with the crossbow, and then threw him into the other three. It was such a big force. Those skeletal undead just all broke apart. That was a truly impressive triple kill.
Whoa! That sounds amazing! I wish I could have seen that.
Even though they seem to be mindless, the sight of their comrades being destroyed in such a way must have terrified them.
You did very well from what you were saying. So how did you get corrupted?
I wasn't sure at first. I didn't feel anything. After I came back here to the outpost, upon closer inspection, it seems like one of them managed to cut open an old wound. My scales aren't as tough in this spot as they used to be. They just got a lucky slice.
That is truly unfortunate.
It really sounds like you would have made it out of there yourself if not for that wound.
Well, maybe. I did like my odds, but they were not enough. I'm glad you found me, Glyde. I shall rest now. Regain my strength so I can fight another day.
Ha! I like your attitude, Crucion. You sentinels are really tough. I'm glad we can fight on the same side.
Maybe one day we can have a friendly spar. Anyway, I won't be keeping you for longer. Thanks for checking back on me. May Gyrotis bestow his strength upon you.
Hey, dragon fruits.
Greetings, stranger. I hope the roads are safe for you to travel. These foul undead are everywhere.
So far, I've managed. Only issue is that they keep coming back every time I beat them.
It is true. Defeat one, and soon three will spring up in its place. Don't get me started on the whole corruption all around. Anyway, what's your name, soldier?
My name is Glyde, sir, and this is my best buddy, Wing.
General orders, at your service. My trusty spirit here is called Spear. Together, we lead and protect this camp. You can stay as long as you wish. We need to look out for each other. Any questions?
Are you positioned here by the Terra domain?
Well, not directly. Me and my unit, we got hired privately to protect this encampment long before all this has started. Even though we aren't stationed here directly by the domain, we still have to abide by the Sentinel Codex and pay 20% tax on what we earn here. Otherwise, it's treason.
And treason is harshly punished in the Terra domain.
Let me put it to you in this way. You hire Sentinels, you have to pay us. And then we pay the domain.
So anyone can hire Sentinels privately, as long as the domain gets paid?
Precisely. While it isn't perfect, this is the only way soldiers can live legally outside the Terra domain. Unless officially deployed, of course. This way, we are responsible for ourselves. We cannot count on reinforcements, but we have to respond when the domain needs us.
I can see why some would choose this over life in the capital. Not everyone wants to be a soldier.
Every Earth Dragon is a soldier. Some more than others, but we are all soldiers. It's just the way it is. Anything else?
Have the attacks been frequent in this area?
Oh yes, but truthfully, I enjoy it. There's nothing better than the thrill of combat, pushing your body to its limits. The blood in my ears, the feeling of my claws smashing down on their bones. There is nothing like it.
You enjoy it?
But of course, it's what all warriors strive for when it's not for peace. Who say you can't have fun when you protect those who can't protect themselves?
Huh. I can get behind that. I'm more on the adventuring and sightseeing side, though.
They are but the other side of the same coin, my friend. Alas, without my element, it is a tad more difficult than it should be, especially as I can't create a wall or anything. However, I'm far from tired.
You seem very determined. Even without your powers, you're still standing strong and resisting the undead.
We Earth Dragons are still better off than the others. We mastered the arts of physical combat since we were whelps. I've always felt that relying on magic can only get one so far. Most dragons see it now, but it's way too late. Few can defend themselves against the undead and their cursed weapons. Anything else?
Do you know what's going on in the Terra domain?
Just after the disaster struck, within days, all troops were recalled back to the domain. RioDies has declared a state of emergency and expects us to return home to force the undead out of our land. I could not obey such an order. They want us to leave all those defenseless dragons and just leave? I cannot just abandon this place.
Does this mean you're staying for good?
I've sent some of my unit back to the domain. This way, only I will receive punishment. It's the least I can do for them. I will protect this outpost until it is safe. When the undead threat is over, then I shall decide about what to do next.
Do you think you'll be able to go back home?
In all honesty, they probably already marked me as a traitor, so I doubt I'll ever get back without losing my freedom. I'd rather die a sentinel, fulfilling his duty to protect those who can't defend themselves, than a coward running away in the time of need.
I can see why you're leading this outpost. I admire your bravery, RioDies.
Indeed, there are not many soldiers who are willing to defy orders from the Primordial himself.
Anything else?
Thank you for your time, General.
Remember, you can always come back here if you need a safe place to stay. May your blows shatter their bones.
Don't try to play a hero. You will end up like the others. May your blows crush their bones. Terra Domain is grateful for your assistance. We will never surrender.
You seem unusual. Orange scales. How weird. You are a strange one, aren't you? Huh, you look like a dragon fruit eater.
Hey, are you another lightning dragon?
Actually, I was born without an element.
I mean, you're kinda yellow, sort of orange too.
Am I? I haven't noticed. But in all seriousness, I was born without an element.
That's interesting. I thought that elementalist eggs didn't hatch.
Guess the Primordials blessed me that day.
So, can you use a bit of an element, or are you just completely without one?
I can breathe a bit of fire, but I find more use for my talons if anything else.
Huh. Not exactly a common thing to hear.
Well, dragons like myself aren't exactly common either.
There's no lie in those words, that's for sure. Anyway, my name is Flemzir.
My name is Glyde, and following me is none other than Wing.
Salutations, Flemzir.
Good to meet you both.
So, what is it like in Zarios? I've never been there.
It's great. There's so much going on at once, dragons flying, electricity all around. It's way more active than this place. Everything here seems so slow.
I guess everyone moves at their own pace.
Sure, but maybe the nature dragons could learn a thing or two from us lightning dragons. Make everything have a bit more spark, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else you need?
What brings you to Viridia?
Seeing how things are in other regions, we don't usually get out and about. We're too busy tinkering most of the time.
Tinkering?
You know, toys, crystals sometimes. Even some super secret stuff. Wait, you didn't hear that last part. Anything else you need?
Can you tell me about a Tyrion?
Well, some call him the Master Tinkerer. Started the trend of lightning dragons being one step ahead, though I've not met him in person.
Do you know anyone who has?
A friend of mine said she did, but honestly I think she was pulling my tail. They said it was at some competition. Anything else you need?
Moving out.
Tyrion's wisdom guide you.
Oh, terrible! All of it is terrible! Curse this vile corruption!
Hey! What's wrong? What happened?
This purple disease. It has taken the one I'm bonded with, draining him. I don't know how long he has left.
What is your name? Do you know where he is? We might be able to help.
I'm Leah. We went to check on our friends at the Castle Gate camp. On the way back, Karoth collapsed and I couldn't do anything. My healing powers have left me.
Don't worry. Wing and I will find him. You can count on that.
Thank you, Glyde. Please, find a way to save my beloved Karoth. Can I help you with anything else before you go?
If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here exactly?
My partner and I are caretakers for the Whelplings. We keep them safe from this corruption, as most call it. Also, this place is my home, however broken it might be. The little ones wouldn't survive long on their own. Sooner or later, undead would stumble upon them. We have to keep them safe and care for them.
Don't worry. Once Wing and I kick these undead out, everything will be back to normal and the Whelplings will be safe again.
I wish I could take the young ones out of the cave again so they can play outside. We haven't been able to do so in months.
We will do our best to make this area safe. Just do one thing for me if you could. Don't give up hope.
I will try not to. Thank you, Glyde. May Lysandria have you in her favor. Is there something I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Karoth?
My dear Karoth, he is my world. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for him. He is loving, caring, and everything I need. He would always put others first, before thinking about himself.
How long have you known each other?
Time flies so fast when you are happy. We met a long time ago, when we were young adults, and we have been together since.
Whoa, it's really impressive that you've managed to stick together for this long.
I hope for you that you will also find your second half someday, if you haven't already.
It would be nice to settle down someday.
This was unexpected. I did not know you were thinking about relationships. Have you finally grown up?
Hey! I might be a bit all over the place, but I would want to settle down one day, you know.
You two are funny. Just give it some time.
Thank you, Leah. I wish you and Karoth all the best.
Is there something I can help you with?
Have you heard anything about Lysandria?
We've heard nothing. The capital seems to be surrounded. Not even the sentinels have breached the enemy lines.
Are they really that strong?
We don't really know. Many rumors are going around. It's hard to decide what is real and what's not. Those undead creatures, there might be something else.
What do you mean?
All we have gathered so far is that we may just be underestimating the corruption.
So, I understand that there hasn't been any information about Lysandria herself?
Lysandria is very powerful. She wouldn't fall easily. The Sanctum is also protected by her magical guardians in addition to her royal guard. It would take an army to take them down.
I worry that the undead might just be the army who can succeed. Let us hope I am wrong.
In that case, all we can do is just pray for a miracle and hope that they won't be able to breach the Sanctum.
We won't let this happen. Those undead won't know what hit him.
I wish you good luck, Glyde. I pray for your success and your safe return. Is there something I can help you with? Thank you for your kindness both. I will pray for your safety.
Ah, fresh air. Every single breath was a battle. Thank you so much for saving me.
Phew! Glad we managed to get to you in time. Leah told us where to find you.
Please, take this for your efforts. I know it's not much, but that's all I've got. Tell me, is Leah safe?
She's safe and sound, but she is very worried about you. You should go now, while the path is clear.
You are right. I thought this was the end of me, and I wasn't even able to say goodbye. I have to see Leah. I hope she is safe. I shall head to the Safe Haven cave camp. If you are ever passing by, you will find me there. Such severe corruption. No wonder why our efforts have failed so far. It seems so otherworldly. Oh, sorry, I was zoned out. I am so glad to see you again. Thank you so much for saving me.
No problem. We won't leave anyone behind. What's your name?
Gareth, what about yours?
Glyde. Nice to meet you.
Now that you mention it, I think I have heard that name before. Have you ever witnessed something like this? Corruption?
Sure, once or twice I've run into similar undead in the past, but they were different. They were very passive and seemed lost.
This is nothing like it. Though, the worst beings of undeath you have faced in past months must have been that one stalker.
Right. That one stalker nearly got me when I returned to that small pond for some water and... Never mind. So, Leah's your partner?
Yes, she is. Together we are taking care of the young. It's been something of a calling for both of us.
A calling?
Yes, it's a rather sensitive subject for the two of us. But we decided to take on this task shortly after the disaster struck.
We understand. It is a noble cause.
Was there anything else?
By the way, if you don't mind me asking, where do you come from?
I come from the west. I grew up in the fields tending to the crops, while Leah was born in the forests. But we both found our way to each other eventually.
All right, what brought you here?
Well, we had hoped to move somewhere together and become a part of a larger community, growing our branches of connections and so on. But that did not exactly come to pass with everything that has been going on.
Sounds like it's been pretty rough, but at least you found a place here, and the Whelplings rely on you both being here.
Yes, we aspire to make them feel safe and loved. And despite everything, we are happy and now safe, especially thanks to you. Was there anything else?
What was it like being, I guess, corrupted?
It was strange. I was stuck in this endless loop. Something was after me, and I just had to keep running. It felt like forever.
Interesting. This seems to match what others have told us.
Truly, I wouldn't wish for anyone else to experience such horrors. I'm sorry, but I don't remember much more.
There is no need to apologize. You are here. That is what matters.
Well, I'm glad I found you before you had to face whatever was chasing you.
Likewise. Thanks for saving me again. Was there anything else?
Sorry, I'm heading out. But it was good to talk to you.
You can always come back and talk to me if you ever need to.
We'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Glyde! I'm glad to see you're safe. And I wanted to thank you for saving Karoth.
Of course. That's what heroes do.
What he means to say is, you are welcome and we are glad to be of assistance.
Hey, I can call myself a hero once or twice, Wing.
Well, whatever you wish to call yourselves, I'm grateful.
Interesting. So I was right after all. This could be a breakthrough. Ah, a newcomer. Pardon me, I didn't notice you. I'm invested in my research. I'm Grandier, a researcher.
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. What's going on? Why are you keeping the undead here?
Ah, yes. They aren't just any undead. They are my test subjects. Thanks to them, this place is safe. I assume you have many questions. I suppose I could spare some time to put your mind at ease. Ask away.
Tell me about yourself. Who are you exactly?
Prior to the disaster, I had been one of the top researchers in the Terra domain. My main task was cataloging hostile creatures, learning and recording their behaviors, traits, strengths, weaknesses, and so on. My research would then be used to prepare and train sentinels to deal with said creatures on their missions. Sometimes the research would also be exchanged with other factions, providing there would be mutual benefit to it.
How did you end up here? Researching something in the area?
I was sent to Iceguard to attend a summit to exchange my work with other scholars. However, I never managed to get there. When the undead started appearing everywhere and attacking everything, we abandoned our journey and hid here in this cave.
What are you researching now if you did not intend to be here?
Since my old research is not very useful here, I've shifted my focus to the corruption and the undead. It is fascinating, to say the least, how it all works together. The undead, the corruption, the big corrupted crystals. They all seem to have their purpose here. We just have to find it, and I vow to be the one to figure it out.
Sounds ambitious. I really hope your research will help us all out in the long run.
Oh, most certainly it will. In fact, I might have already made a breakthrough. What else can I help you with?
Those undead, do you experiment on them?
Of course. I cannot wait to rip them apart with my claws and see what they're made of. So exciting.
What do you mean? How can you be talking like that? They're attacking and killing anything that moves. You should get rid of them.
Calm yourself down, Glyde. Grundy was clearly sarcastic.
Oh, pardon my sense of humor. I didn't mean to offend. No, these subjects won't be disposed of. They are helping us.
Undead? Helping? Is this another joke?
They aren't aware of it, but they are helping. Let me explain. I've spent a long time observing and studying the effects of the corruption and its effects on the undead. It is interesting how one step in the corruption rapidly changes them. The way they behave, how they become more active and aggressive. They appear to patrol the areas near the corruption. They are not the same undead we recorded so far.
Have you noticed something out of the ordinary?
Yes. My apologies. Sometimes I can get carried away when talking about this subject. Indeed, not long ago, I noticed something that made me think.
This is about to get interesting.
You might or might not have noticed it yourself, but the undead keep the numbers the same if undisturbed.
Huh? I never thought about observing them for longer. What do you mean?
If they are left undistracted within the area, they appear at greatly reduced rate, if not at all. This makes me believe that something, somewhere, knows if the undead have taken over the area. While this is a theory for now, so far with the help of my subjects, it seems to have shown promising results. But as exciting as it seems, this is another conversation we need to have. Let me know if you want to hear more about the results. What else can I help you with?
So, what results have you had so far? You have mentioned a breakthrough.
So far, I'm still testing my theory. You see, before we captured those undead, we had been attacked multiple times. Few undead have even spawned right where you stand. We have lost a few due to the random attacks like this. But since we have captured those undead and locked them in cages, the attacks have stopped.
Fascinating. Do you think this could be just a coincidence?
That is indeed what I'm testing now. For weeks, we haven't had a single undead spawn here. I believe the presence of the undead here drives the other undead away. Maybe they think the camp is theirs?
I did notice nearby camps are not actively fighting the undead. Did you tell them about your findings?
No, I did not. Not yet. Only Valgar from the central outpost is aware. I don't want them to risk capturing and keeping the undead without being certain if my theory is right. I'm almost there. But I still have some testing to do. Once I prove my theory works, I shall share the information with the other camps in detail. Then we will plan together and send messengers to all the other regions. This could increase survival chances greatly.
Wow. All this? It's incredible. I hope you'll manage to finish your research soon. Everybody needs to know.
Glyde is right. This information may be crucial in saving many lives. It is your responsibility, Grandir.
If you ever need anything to speed up your research, please let me know. I'll do my best to help.
Thank you, Glyde. I will definitely share my findings once I'm absolutely certain they won't bring more harm. What else can I help you with?
Thank you for sharing the details of your research with me, Grandir.
I appreciate your patience, Glyde. Not many take interest in my research. May RioDies keep you both safe.
Where am I?
Everything is fine.
But where? I assumed you saved me then.
Sure did. Just with some nature magic.
But I thought magic was gone? Whatever the case, have this as thanks. I am Lornas. Pleased to meet you. What is your name, friend?
I'm Glyde, and thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, and do you know of any safe outposts around here? It might be a better place to catch me up on everything.
The Safe Haven Cave Outpost is probably the safest. Head north from here and just follow the path.
Very well. I hope to see you there then. Hello again, Glyde. Everyone has been telling me how the fight with the undead has been going.
And?
Well, I hope you've been having more luck than we have. Some friends and I joined the war effort when it started. We didn't have much success, but I guess when you're from the West, it's in the blood to fight.
Why do you say that? I can't say I'm familiar with the West.
We border the Terra domain. Lots of fighting back during the wars. Now us young and stupid types join the Watchers. If you don't become a farmer anyway.
The Watchers? What are those?
I guess the closest term would be Viridia's guards. We help to protect our people, keeping our eyes open for trouble like the undead.
So, like a sentinel?
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, well, are there other Watchers around here?
I couldn't tell you. We are pretty scattered nowadays.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for them. Besides, I think it's about time to take out some more undead.
Very well. May Lysandria's blessing guide you to victory, Glyde.
Am I alive?
I hope so. You talk, and you don't look like an undead.
Yes, I suppose you are correct. I don't feel like myself, though. Like I'm a stranger in someone else's body. I swore I saw myself over my body, too.
Is there anything else we can do to help? Share dragon fruit, perhaps?
No, I think I'm fine. Physically. Here, take this. I found it right before I was struck. I'm Infernia. Thank you for saving me. I should head back to the Safe Haven Cave outpost.
Right. It's not that far from here. Stay safe, Infernia. Oh, you made it! I'm glad to see you're okay. I was worried.
I'm fine as I can be after that, but I can't get over the visions I saw. Do you mind if I ask you a strange question?
Go for it.
Do you ever feel like you're living someone else's dream?
What do you mean by that?
When I saw myself, I began to wonder if I was real, or in someone else's dream. Am I still there? Corrupted? Or is this real? Is none of this real? I just can't take it anymore. Do you feel the same?
No. I'm pretty sure I can tell the difference. This is real, Infernia. Trust me.
I find myself doing just that, but I still cannot shake this feeling. I hope it'll go away.
It will. You just need time to heal.
Thank you, Glyde.
Did we ever introduce ourselves?
I think so? Probably heard it from the others if I forgot. I'm pretty unique after all.
Thank you. Who might you be?
Glyde, and this is Wing.
Pyrazar, scribe of the Northern Moltenor Kingdoms.
Northern Kingdoms?
Perhaps it'd be best to discuss this elsewhere. And if you knew of anywhere, that'd be most helpful.
Safe Haven Cave Outpost isn't far from here. Look for a cave entrance.
Good thing to know. Here. Take this as a reward for your heroism.
Thank you. Safe journey to the outpost.
And likewise, a safe trek ahead for you. May Pyranar judge your path fair, Glyde.
Pyrazar! Glad to see you made it.
Likewise, to you and your guardian spirit.
So you said something about the Northern Moltenor Kingdoms before. What did that mean?
Pyranar's domain. Or, well, Moltenor was politically divided up until Primordial's return. Parts of it are still ruled by monarchs, but they serve more as overseers now. I assume it's the same here in Viridia, if you know?
Until Lysandria returned, Viridia was ruled by the Archons. Now, Archons still govern the land, though Lysindria always keeps an eye on things.
I see. Well, Viridia was forced to stick together during the wars from what I was taught. That kind of unity is something we all need now.
I can't argue with that. Maybe one day Wing and I can see Moltenor for ourselves. Once we deal with all this corruption, that is.
Of course. And yes, hopefully we can meet again in my homeland. Until then, may your fight against it be swift and in your favor, Glyde.
Even in those dire times, some places still remain beautiful.
Hey, what are you doing here all by yourself?
Looking at all this corruption and dead and death all around us every day is very tiring. I like to come here and look at this floating island and clear my mind. It calms me down. It looks almost like a little separate world of its own. I can't see any corruption from here. I wonder if it's nice and calm there. Oh, pardon me. I'm Illyria, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Illyria. I'm Glyde. The island sure is looking nice, especially with that massive statue far in the background.
Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, by the way, I think I spotted some dragons up there on the island the other day. I wonder what they're up to. They don't seem to want to come down, and I don't blame them.
If it's safe there, it's probably a one-way journey down from the island, considering we all lost our ability to fly, and wind rings require magic to activate.
Yes, you are right. If I could choose to be up there on the island or down here with all these monsters, I would definitely choose the island. Anyway, thank you, Glyde. It's been a while since I've had a regular conversation with someone. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna stay here. The stars should be beautiful tonight.
You're welcome. You seem to be able to take care of yourself, but good luck, and enjoy the views.
Don't worry about me. Being a nature dragon has perks even without magic. I can blend with vegetation quite easily. Helps with sneaking around. You too, stay safe. Hey, Glyde. The view from here is especially beautiful at night. It is so calming.
Walter, are my eyes deceiving me? Is it our good friend Glyde? Oh, what a coincidence to see you here!
Please, don't pretend you're surprised. We both know you're following me.
Oh, following? I would call it being in the right place at the right time. After all, I always have something useful to offer.
I have a feeling this time is no different. And let me guess, does it have something to do with that floating island over there?
Oh my, you are so clever! You guessed it! I can get you to this island in no time. And because you are my favorite customer, I will offer you 2 exclusive packages to pick from.
Tell me what you've got.
Today, we offer the easy and quick passage to the island for a small amount of 800 crystals. Or a hard passage for even less, only 600 crystals. What do you say? Excellent choice. Now, give me them crystals. Easy passage coming right up. Make sure to recommend us to your friends. If you have any, that is. Looks looks like we are out of stock on magical passages. The shop is officially closed, for now at least. Pleasure doing business with you.
How did I end up here again?
Are you lost?
No. An ice dragon of my stature is never lost. I am simply making my own way. I am Winteria. And you are?
Glyde, you're making your way into a lava cave? Place is rather warm for an ice dragon. Are you sure you're not lost?
I am looking for my brother. I do not have a direction. This is as good as a direction as any. I'm starting to think he may not be here, though. I've searched every inch of this dreadful place.
There's a few encampments the other way if you need help. Or I can. What's his name?
Haitian. Like I said, I'm very doubtful he is here. He wouldn't just stop in a place like this.
I'll keep an eye out for him anyway. Stay safe here, alright?
I appreciate your help. I doubt you'll have more luck than me, though. What else do you want to talk about?
Is there anything about your brother that stands out?
He's bigger and stronger than me. Almost Earth Dragon level. Laughs a lot, too. Probably the only one of us with a sense of humor.
One of us? Do you have another sibling?
A sister. We do not get along these days. It is a long story I'd rather not go into, but we are united in finding our brother. She's not in this region, however. I'm not quite sure where she is right now.
I'm sure she's safe, wherever she is.
She's fierce enough to stand up to one of those sword-wielding undead. Those lesser ones probably won't stand too much of a chance if she has her way.
Are you from a family of fighters?
Of a sort. I am the more scholarly of us, against my mother's wishes. But she is not here right now, and I'm doing more than her in finding Haitian. What is it now? Are we not done yet?
What do you make of everything here? Is it as bad in Iceguard?
It wasn't that terrible when I left. I don't know how it is now. If Glycerion is anything like I was taught, though, he wouldn't have let those undead step into Iceguard.
What's he like?
Clever, scholarly, cunning. There's no way the enemy would get the upper talent on him. He'll have traps upon traps and contingencies I can't even begin to dream of.
Oh, kind of like Wing. Not sure about the cunning similarities, though.
Already you forget how I helped us escape the Collector.
Didn't forget. Just seem to remember how we escaped differently.
I feel like I am missing something. Regardless, Glycerion is the epitome of leadership and what all ice dragons should be. I strive to be just like him one day.
Well, you got the right mindset to get there. I'm sure you'll achieve just that.
What is it now? Are we not done yet?
So what is it you did before this?
Why do you care? This is hardly a place for idle conversation anyway.
I like meeting new dragons. An ice dragon in the middle of a sandy, hot cave looking for his brother? Kinda stands out.
You must forgive his unrefined method of asking. He is genuine in what he says.
If you must know, I studied various creatures. I also trained to become an honor guard for Glycerion, but I am years off from that.
An honor guard? Huh. How do you do that?
Lots of practice. You must prove your worth physically and with your element, not to mention intellectually.
Like knowing a lot of creatures?
Among other things, survival is key. My family shoved me into a blizzard when I was young.
That is not what I expected.
That sounds not nice.
I must do whatever it takes. My family comes from a prestige line. I cannot fail them.
There's a difference between not failing them and shoving someone into a blizzard.
I had to survive it, yes. And I did. Granted, I was a mere child at the time, so it was difficult. What?
Are you okay?
Perfectly. Why?
I just want to make sure. That, sounds traumatic.
I am fine. I've said too much, however, so I am ending this. What is it now? Are we not done yet?
I need to go, but if I find your brother, I'll send him your way. Stay safe.
I will, and thank you.
Huh? Who are you? How did you get up here?
Hey, I'm Glyde. Well, you aren't gonna believe me, but some undead spawned this passage for me.
Yeah, right. Haha, undead magician helping dragons. That's a new one. And I am a dragon fruit.
I said you wouldn't believe me anyway.
It doesn't matter anymore. Until you messed it all up. Once someone went down, they couldn't get back up. Now everyone can come here.
And what's wrong with that? There are plenty of other outposts on the ground. It's not like everyone will suddenly move in here.
Glyde is right. This place appears safer than being on the ground. Those more vulnerable could seek shelter here.
Well, duh, it is safer. Any undead show up, we can just push them down most of the time. But we really don't need more dragons here. We are managing on our own. Besides, those who are born in the lands below, they should stay there. We, wind dragons, were always meant to be above everyone else. And I, Yoren, will not share my island with them.
Your island? I can't see your name on it. Also, didn't you mention other dragons here? Maybe they wouldn't mind?
Tuh, well, they don't even have to know about this situation. We don't need to know their opinion. Just leave us be. We especially don't need your elementless kind here.
As things stand now, you're the one without the element here, and I'm gonna put you in your place.
Glyde, it is not worth it. Preserve your strength. I'm sure Yoren will learn his lesson. Maybe we should ask some of the Sentinels to pay him a visit here.
Sentinels? You wouldn't do that. Surely you know they would just take this island over and throw us out. We will all die down there. Just please, leave.
You are pathetic, Yoren. Let's go, Wing. We are done here.
Hey, wait! We can talk this through, please! I'm sorry! I just want us to live in peace! Don't tell the Sentinels about the passage! Do whatever you want here, but please, this is our home!
There totally isn't any treasure behind that locked gate. Nope, don't even ask me. You will never find it. If I told you anything, I would have to kill you. Armor piece? What armor piece?
Curses, this is horrendous. Gah.
Easy now. You should hurry out of here.
I can't believe this is happening to me of all. All right, I will. Here, take this as a donation.
Thank you. There's a safe area on the other side, near the big crystals.
Thanks. Who are you, by the way?
Glyde. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm Helia. Thanks again for your help. Hope to see you around, Glyde. By Ariona's wings, how could this get worse? Being stuck on the ground? How can someone live like this?
It's a little annoying, but it's not that bad, right? Nature dragons seem to do just fine.
Well, I'm not a nature dragon. I am a wind dragon, and I need to fly. A lot here don't seem to understand that.
Well, I'm sure we can get our flight back soon. Then you can get back to your flying.
That's exactly what I intend to do. But thanks. Again, I'm going to stay here.
All right. I'll see you around then.
That was by far the worst experience I've had in my life. I thought If you hadn't... Well, I'm grateful you did. Please, take this as my thanks.
No thanks needed, but I do appreciate it. Stay safe, will ya?
I'll try. I think I'm going to swim to that secluded island I saw. It looks rather safe.
Not that bad of an idea. It's not that far, and you are a water dragon after all. What's your name?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lozario. It's nice to meet you. And yes, if any undead show up on the island, I can always swim away. I'm quite good at that.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Glyde, and this is Wing. Anyway, we better get going. There might be more dragons who need our help. See you around.
Hey, Glyde. Have you seen those big brutes with swords and shields? I managed to avoid a few on the way here.
Yeah, they are pretty tough. You can't just rush them like smaller undead.
No kidding. It would take the strength of an earth dragon to break apart that shield.
True. Their shields are strong, but everything has a weakness. A well-timed meteor would definitely do the trick.
I'm a water dragon. I don't think I'll be summoning meteors anytime soon.
Could lure them into the water and drown them? I don't think they can swim.
They're undead. They don't... Huh? Well, at least if they're under the water, they're out of the way.
You are right. Oh my, I'm almost late. Gotta go!
Of course, Glyde. You do not want to be late to whatever you are late to.
Hello.
Hi.
What's a curious one like you doing around these parts?
Helping out where I can.
How very noble. Do you, perchance, know how to swim?
I do, in fact.
Ooh, underwater too?
It can be a little hard, especially holding my breath.
It is an art to move elegantly through the water. My name is Zarelia.
I'm Glyde, and this is Wing.
Greetings, Aurelia.
Aquaria's blessings to you both.
Do you have any advice for how to best move underwater?
I was wondering too. Maybe there's something I could learn.
While a lot of us like to water slide on land, using that very same technique works wonders when underwater. It sends you forward like zoom! Oh, and if you pass through magical water rings, you can chain boosts together. Water rings really are helpful. Their magic naturally carries you, so you save your own energy.
Boosting underwater is awesome, and rings make you save energy. Got it.
Furthermore, if you open your mouth and use your water breath, you can blow compact bubbles strong enough to shatter smaller rocks. That is, if you need to break stuff in the water.
Okay, that's neat. Definitely gotta remember that one.
Is it true that the aquatic clone technique can only work on land?
Not necessarily, but it is a more advanced technique and works differently when submerged. Making aquatic clones not merge with the surrounding water might be a little beyond a novice's scope is all.
I see.
Anything besides that you would like to converse about?
How's Azuren doing?
The undead usually aren't good swimmers, so getting to us is almost impossible. Now, corrupted giant sea monsters, those things are living nightmares.
Oh, that definitely sounds like something that'll keep me up at night. Did you run into monsters like that?
Fortunately not. I'm a mere Capital District guard, currently on leave, but I don't think I'll be returning anytime soon. It's too dangerous.
I understand. Traveling all the way to the Azuren capital without proper means of self-defense sounds like a bad idea.
Agreed. While I have been swimming in all sorts of dangerous places to practice my agility and other skills, I have not been swimming with sea monsters, no.
Would be kind of odd for a district guard to be a deep-sea monster hunter.
They do exist, though. There are some truly remarkable souls within the district guard. Anyway, in my spare time, I like to sing, write poems, and perform.
Ooh, a performer. What sort?
Well, both ceremonial, traditional pieces, but also underwater athletics to entertain the masses. In the District Guard, we also have a specific piece we practice together to honor our members. We do all sorts of beautiful trickery using water magic and our swimming skills for the most spectacular displays. Once this crisis is over, and I believe it will be over eventually, you should come visit our watery capital and watch us dance and perform.
That sounds really exciting. I'd love to see one of your performances.
Well, in that case, I do hope I'll see you there. But of course, you can always come right over here if you have any other questions. I intend to linger for a while.
Will do.
Anything besides that you would like to converse about?
What is your primordial like?
Aquaria? Very, very dedicated to the defense and stability of our home.
Sounds like a respectful and serious leader. Have you ever spoken directly with her?
Me? Oh, no. I don't even know what I'd say to her.
Do you have to be all, like, regal and such?
Yes. Usually when higher-ups speak with her, many others are watching, and trust me, they'll expect much of you, so yes. Etiquette is everything. I'd not want to be empty of words before a crowd as I speak to our very creator. Hey there, Glyde. Is there something you would like to discuss?
I'll be going. See you around, Zarelia.
Aw, be safe out there. I'd not like to see that cute face all bruised.
Can't promise anything, but I'll try my best to not get hit in the face.
Duck and weave, go with the flow.
I got it. I'll duck and weave.
Yup.
Hi there. This dragon seems weird. Hello? What are you doing up here, all alone?
I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation.
Whoa, what happened? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. It's just this statue of Ariona has been destroyed.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, whoever the artisan was, this was magnificent work, and now it's all ruined.
Maybe it could be remade, but that would take a while, right?
It would, yes. I don't know anyone who could capture Ariona's grace like that, especially with how chaotic everything has become.
I sense that she has a lot of attachment to that statue. I wonder if it was originally sculpted with her grace as a direct reference.
Good question, Wing. Hey,
Lucy.
Huh?
It's my name, Lucy. Or maybe you were going to ask something else?
Yes, totally. My name is Glyde, and my companion here is Wing.
Pleasure to meet you both, Glyde, an honored spirit. Now, proceed with what you were actually going to ask me.
I hope this doesn't come off as condescending, but was that statue made with Ariona as reference?
Of course! Why else would you think I'm an absolute shambles? This was a masterpiece. It was one among very few magnificent wonders of Sky Crown. It might have been the last surviving Crown Regalia statue in existence.
Goodness. Sorry, I didn't know. I was just curious.
Never mind. I shouldn't be taking this out on you.
I understand why you're upset. Such a rare piece.
Yes. You're forgiven.
If you would teach a simple dragon like me more about Skycrown, I would be eager to listen.
From what I can tell, you also keep yourself busy with fighting?
I guess that wouldn't be too far off.
It suddenly makes sense that you barely know anything. I won't keep you for hours, though. explaining the cultural marvels of Sky Crown and the Crown Regalia. But do ask if you want to learn something. I'll keep it short. Anything else you wish to discuss?
What's Ariona like?
As almost any other wind dragon would tell you, reserved. She is always occupied, addressing either disputes, weather anomalies, or diplomatic affairs.
I heard she watches you all race and compete. Is that true?
Sometimes, but what is a mere racing competition to a deity, though? I believe it is due to how it represents us as the graceful dragons of the skies, masters of air and all things wind. She must find some pride in all of us, and especially those striving to be the fastest racers.
I bet she's also got very keen eyes when it comes to catching potential cheaters.
Ugh, don't even mention it. Such a display of dishonor would surely get you banished from Sky Crown, or worse. Although, no. That would be the Archons and the Skyward Stadium organizers that examine gear and magic to discern any potential foul play.
Makes sense that she wouldn't be tending to all of that. I do hope to meet Ariona one day, though.
You? I mean, I really doubt she would even have an audience with me, to be fair. And I happen to be a renowned appraiser. I did, however, see her on a few occasions.
A renowned appraiser? That would be a first.
Heh. Mm-hmm. I should visit Sky Crown sometime. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Maybe you will. Anything else you wish to discuss?
What's your opinion on the wind races? To me, they always sounded fun to participate in.
Fun? The top racers would leave you in the dust.
I guess, but, do you enjoy watching it?
Oh, right. Yes. It is grandiose and spectacular to observe. The yearly tournament, that is. I don't really care about the smaller qualifying events, though. I root for the Crown Regalia, the team representing my home. They almost always make it far into the finals, and if not, the semi-finals.
I wonder, which other teams compete in the finals?
Good question. I wonder that too.
You really don't know much about Sky Crown, do you? Anyway, there's the Prime Archon, of course. The Prime Archon always wins, representing her grace. It is a sensation whenever they lose, which has only happened once, though most consider the first place impossible, so second place is the actual first place.
Ah, so beating the Prime Archon is like a double victory?
You could put it that way. A racer placing first, ahead of the Prime Archon, wins not only the tournament, but life, basically. Instant fame and wealth beyond measure. Such a racer is also given a blessing by Ariona herself, and is offered to become the next Prime Archon. The defeated Prime Archon is, however, still honored and respected for their dedication to the sport. The Prime Archon thus must always win.
Has anyone ever said no to becoming the next Prime Archon?
Of course not. There have only been two throughout history. The current Prime Archon's reign has lasted for over 1,000 years. Though there have been a few speedsters getting really close to be considered actual competition. you would be looking at the Swift Fangs, Skywind Rangers, and Arrow Watch. Those 3 teams are the best of the best. All 3 teams have races breaking the 1-minute barrier against the Prime Archon, which in itself is an insane feat.
They have to be a whole minute faster.
Indeed. The Prime Archon beat the final lap some 50-ish seconds ahead of the Arrow Watch's lead last year. And I don't think we'll be seeing a tournament this year.
Sheesh, that sounds fast. Against the best of the best nonetheless. And yep, I can see why that seems impossible. Both beating the Prime Archon and having a tournament this year. Not ideal racing conditions.
Certainly not. Oh well, I suppose I'm glad to have had this talk. Anything else you wish to discuss?
I have to get going. It was good to meet you.
Sure. You too.
Oh my. This was certainly not something I would recommend to anyone. Thank you so much for pulling me out of this nightmare.
No problem. This could have been really messy if we hadn't found you. I'm Glyde, and this is Wing.
My name is Iceon. Please allow me to give you something for your help. It's not much, but I hope it will help you on your journey.
Thanks. Anything helps. What's your plan now?
With this headache, I think I will first rest up at that dragon fruit tree nearby. Then I will plan my next move.
Sounds like a good idea. Take it slow and you can't go wrong with some dragon fruits.
Indeed, their healing properties and taste are truly astounding. I should go now. All this dragon fruit talk is making me hungry.
I think I'm starting to get hungry too. Maybe I'll join you.
Feel free to tag along. I'm sure there will be enough for both of us. Thanks again, and see you later, Glyde. About time you showed up. I thought I would have to eat all the dragon fruits by myself.
Not on my watch. I couldn't decline the offer.
Feel free to help yourself, and eat as many as you want. I'm full already.
Hey, dragon fruits. Hello? Is somebody in there?
Hi?
Who are you?
Just someone with a contingency plan.
What?
I think they wish to remain like that, at least for now.
Sure. Though I feel it's a little sad if they're stuck in there.
I'm not stuck.
You seem pretty good at ice magic. Though, isn't it cold in there?
I'm fine, don't worry.
Ah. Well, never mind. I'm trying to get better at using Ice Element. Do you have any tips and tricks?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Really?
Yes, Aim clean with your tail. Form a blade. With it, you can cut and spin. That is the Ice Blade tail. I just call it IBT.
IBT. Sounds strange, but you do you.
If you do it in the air, you can spin and even bounce off of your tail's impact with the ground. That would be Glacial Spin.
Wow.
Oh, and don't even get me started on Pathowise. This spell, one can activate it 3 times consecutively. The third wave is the most powerful, of course.
Quite the knowledgeable one, are you not?
I am a very perspicacious ice block.
You don't say. Whatever that word means.
Behold, dragon, our salvation. I would gladly bear any curse to save my homeland. Nothing shall prevent me from having my revenge. I intend to live forever.
If we could only heal this land, maybe others would come back? The massive purple crystal, the undead seem to protect it. If only we could fight back with our magic. Please, take care on your travels.
Friendly match one day. There is no end to the undead. You've got potential. I'm watching you.
Please, save the others. Many are still sick. We have to help them. Avenge those who have fallen. Is this the end?
I thought we were done for. The undead, they stopped appearing. There are more dragons that need your help. It's an honor to see you with my own eyes.
Hatchlings can now grow in peace. You survived the corruption? I'm forever grateful. How long can we keep going like this?
Yes, dragon fruits!
I will never forget you. Hatchlings can now grow in peace. Please, save the others. I will never be able to fly again.
admire your bravery, Glyde.
The bane of the undead himself. I'm forever grateful.
May primordials guide you.
May Garanis guard you with his stone wings.
We will never surrender!
Keep those undead away from here. Ah, so you're the one everyone is talking about.
Hey, dragon fruits!
You've got magic? But how? You're our hero, Glyde! Treat yourself to some dragon fruits. You deserve it.
Ah, so you're the one everyone's talking about, eh?
Don't take unnecessary risks.
Ugh, even animals are safe from this corruption.
The enemy greatly outnumbers us.
I cannot thank you enough. We will endure. You are an inspiration to us all. I've heard you like dragon fruits. Is this true?
How could life be so cruel? Is this world ending? So many things I wanted to do. I will do whatever I can to help.
Be careful out there. May your blows crush their bones. May RioDies guard you with his stone wings. You've got potential.
How could life be so cruel? Others talk about you. A lot. You saved our lives. I thought we were all done for.
Ha! It's time someone hunted those undead down. We need to send messengers to the other regions. The stories about you reach far and wide. Keep on fighting for all of us.
Orange scales! You must be Glyde. May primordials bless your soul. You are our champion, Glyde. I will never forget you.
Hey, one day we can spar. No magic? Ha! Didn't need it anyway. You've got potential. Keep those undead away from here.
If not for you, I don't know where we would have been. Treat yourself to some dragon fruits. You deserve it. others? Others talk about you a lot.
Maybe one day you could try to become a sentinel. Together, we will drive the undead away. We will take our world back. Be careful out there.
May RioDies guard you with his stone wings. May your blows crush their bones. You got potential. I'm watching you.
We will endure. Is the world ending? I'm forever grateful. Show those undead who they're messing with.
Welcome to our home. Huh, it's time someone hunted those undead down. You got magic? How? I will do whatever I can to help.
Please, stay safe out there. Is the whole world like this? Are we finally fighting back? I've seen some treasure around here.
It's an honor to see you with my own eyes. I've heard you like dragon fruits. Is this true? You've got magic? But how? You got those undead. Good.
Ah, orange scales. You must be Glyde. Our orange hero. The bane of the undead himself. Treat yourself to some dragon fruits. You deserve it.
Together, we can drive the undead away. Ah, so you're the one everyone's been talking about. You've got potential. We will take our world back.
The corruption is gone. I can't believe it. You have my blessings, Glyde. You survived the corruption? Please, save the others.
Stay safe on your travels. We will never surrender. You've got potential. Terra Domain is grateful for your assistance.
It's time to show true strength. These undead are different.
Hey, one day we can spar.
We will not yield!
Thank you for saving us, Glyde. If not for you, I don't know where we would have been. Welcome to our home. We have to stick together.
We will never surrender. Fight only when necessary. Stay safe on your travels. Hey, one day we can spar.
Oh, Glyde. I've heard a lot about you, but it's so different to see you with my very own eyes. Your scales are truly spectacular.
Thanks, I guess. What are you doing here?
Apologies for thinking out loud. I'm Carhantir, a dungeon keeper. Before all this mess, it was my job to ensure that the visitors paid their entrance fee and were aware of the risks involved.
Interesting. What is so risky about this tower?
Well, it's not the tower itself. It's what lies below it. There is an old haunted dungeon right underneath us. But since the accident, the Sentinels have sealed the entrance.
Haunted? An accident? Slow down a little. Can you tell me more about what happened?
Of course. Let me start from the beginning. In the past, the dungeon was a popular spot for those interested in mysterious places and unexplained events. Some dragons traveled from far and away regions just to visit this particular place. There always was something strange going on whenever a lone dragon went down there.
Whoa, this is getting spooky. Please continue.
Those who ventured down reported strange events during their visits. Ghostly shapes, strange noises, rooms with no exits, fake walls, shadow figures, a feeling of being observed, and so on. We didn't really make much of it. The dungeon always had this eerie atmosphere. The Sentinels have investigated the claims multiple times and weren't able to confirm anything. Every dragon that decided to go in eventually came out. Sometimes you could see them running out after minutes, sometimes a few hours. But they did come out in the end.
Until the accident.
Exactly. Until the accident. The last visitor has, to put it simply, disappeared. There was no body, no signs of fight, nothing. They just went in and never came out. The entrance has been sealed ever since to prevent anyone else from wandering in. We can still hear strange noises coming from underground sometimes. But that's just probably the undead.
Well, that certainly doesn't sound too inviting. I don't believe in ghosts and hauntings and whatnot, but...
Oh dear. I think I know what is about to happen.
After everything we've been through so far, I doubt whatever's down there will surprise me. On top of that, if there are still any undead in the dungeon, we can't risk them coming out and hurting others. We should clear them out.
I do admire your confidence, and you have certainly proven powerful when retaking these ruins. But I would strongly advise against going into the dungeon. I cannot stop you, of course, but please, really think this through. It seems you are our only hope, and we don't want to lose you.
Don't worry, I've got a couple tricks under my wings. It can't be that bad, right? Only one dragon disappeared. Maybe they managed to just leave unseen. I'm gonna make sure the dungeon is safe. It could be used as a shelter. You keep an eye out so no one else tries to enter after me.
At least we have been warned.
It appears you have made your choice. I wish you both a safe return. Make sure you are well rested before you head down, and good luck. May Pyronar's flame light your way. I shall make sure no one else enters the dungeon. Be safe, Glyde. May Pyronar's flame burn within you.
I'm lost. Forever. My guardian spirit. How could it be?
Excuse me? What are you? Some kind of a ghost?
Huh? You can see me? Or is it the last of my consciousness playing tricks on me?
I can definitely see you. My name is Glyde, and this is Wing. And who are you, Ghost? What happened here?
I do not recall my name. All I remember is my guardian spirit snatched away. Some being. It clutched him within its grasp, and then sudden darkness.
How is this possible? Guardian spirits are ethereal. They have no physical form. They can't be touched, trapped, or killed.
This should not be possible. This was never possible. This place is not safe. We need to leave. Glyde, you remember when you described emotions to me? I think I can feel what you described as dread.
Don't worry, Wing. To get to you, that thing will have to go through me first. You have nothing to worry about.
Turn back now. Get away from this accursed place. A fate worse than death awaits you here.
That being you've spoken of. Where did it go? Is it still here?
I do not know. I can still feel its grasp clutching onto my very soul, refusing to let it go. Although, it seems distant.
We'll take a look around. If there's anyone who can stop it from taking more victims, it's me.
Very well. If by any chance you encounter the being that killed us, please, avenge me and my guardian spirit. This torment, it will not end unless the being that holds my soul is slain. Please, avenge me and my guardian spirit, so we can rest.
You cannot stop this.
Heads up! Too late!
Sentinel!
Yeah! You're
Out of here! You dragons! Such insolence!
Born in my wake! Heads up!
You think you can win? Sentinel! No, now! Here! Aquar!